The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Guys, please confirm audio video. Okay, let's proceed for the recap. In the previous session, we have seen how we can maintain security by using OWD, and now the types of OWD we have seen. Types of OWD. Tell me. Yes, public read only, read write, and private. So please note. Now, then we have seen drawbacks of OWD and then profile. So let's see now some famous interview question, exam question, main certification question for profile. First question, which I told you yesterday, Wipro interview question. Can we change license once we create the profile? Answer is no. And what about user license? Profile license we cannot change. Okay. What about user license? Now let me show you by going to Salesforce, and in that go to setup, then go to user, click on users, below user management, edit Tom, and you can see I can change the license. Okay, I can change. I can select Salesforce platform and I can proceed. Next interview question. How can we set login hours in the profile? See now. For example, I want people from Tom's department should only log in the morning 10 to evening 6. What to do? Click on profile. Without pressing on edit button, scroll down. Without pressing edit, scroll down. Login hours, edit. After that, Monday 10, Tuesday 10, 10, 10, 6 p.m. That's it. And Please note, we want them Saturday, Sunday, no login. So now technically we need to give them. So first of all, none I cannot select. None means yes, entire day login. So we cannot select none. None means entire day login. No. So you select here any value, let's say maybe 12, and select ending value in such a way that they will get technically 0 time. Now tell me the answer. Now tell me the answer. They should get technically 0 time. Good. Okay, good. Almost everyone saying 12 to 12, technically 0 second, and you are right. So this way on Saturday, Sunday, they cannot log in again. 12, 12, 1, 1, 2, 2. Anything is fine. Not a problem. Anything is fine. Okay. So they will not log in technically. Next. And now let me tell you one more scenario. By the way, this is something which we have used in the past in IntelLogic for banking. We have seen in the past in the banking project requirement. IntelLogic's previous project. Please note, only on specific time person can log in like this. We can do like this. We can set like this. Okay. Next is IP address. If you want, person should be able to log in at a specific from specific IP address. Again, don't press on edit. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and login IP. Click, and here you can mention the login IP. And this is the login IP, guys, which is very, very powerful. If you remember, we discussed something about this. If you remember, we discussed that login IP in profile is very powerful and no chance of login in any situation. No OTP, nothing, right? So here, whatever IP address you want to mention, let's say 10 IP addresses in the range we are mentioning. Let's say this is a finance department. That's it. Save. That's it. Done. Now, without this IP address, they cannot log in again. Guys, tell me in what situation you are going to use this. Tell me in what situation you are going to use this. In 1 minute, tell me the answer. Only two answers are wrong, remaining all fine. You will be using this on high security project. You will be using that project where actually company is not allowing any kind of entry if IP address is not matching. Financial project, banking project, and also the project where actually data sensitivity is very high. Okay, so use this, not this, this one. This one, which we saw before 2 3 days, this has a loopholes. This one, and use this, not the network access. Okay. Now, guys, after this, hereafter, you can log into Tom and start working on Tom. Because now, if Tom, for any reason, not able to see any application, any object, anything, you know what to do. You know what is the solution. You have that knowledge. So now you can log in. And if you are not able to solve, let's say Tom is not able to see any application, any object, or anything like that, and if you are not able to solve, then you have to, it means that you did not pay proper attention in the class, and that means you have to properly see the class session revision and do one more time check of the class videos. And please note that whenever you stuck in the hands-on, you try by your own, attempt multiple times. Not only you will get confidence, but you will also learn many things in that process. That's why we always push our students to do by own, because no one is going to help you in the office for all these difficulties and all these challenges in the office. No one is going to help you. And let me now tell you one information, which the file also will be mentioned in your notice board about the benefits, how our students are doing good by being self-dependent. This file will be given to you in the notice board also. Look at this. Look at the benefit they are finding in their career with this pattern, or this, or this, or this. All they are saying how it was beneficial for them. This no spoon feeding pattern. You can see, you can see, you can see. All this placement got people done well for their career, and all they are saying, this pattern only helped me to get job or perform well or do well in the career. Okay, now let's talk about one more scenario of profile. Sometimes in the profile, you have to allow the member of this department to work on a specific code, Apex, Visual Force page, which is a part of coding. Then you can use this area if you want them to use or work on specific part of code. For example, Apex class. Click on edit. And by the way, when you start learning coding, at that time you will come to know about this. Nothing to worry. So here in this scenario, so which Apex class you want to use, allow them, shift to the right hand side. Which Visual Force page, shift to the right hand side. By the way, please note the Apex class, Visual Force page, all these kind of things. When the right time will come, you will come to know. Right now, you don't need. Please confirm audio video once. Okay, fine. Let's proceed. First of all, let me tell you that this comes only when you are doing any coding kind of exercise. That's it. So right now, just keep in the mind and leave it, because what is Apex class, what is all these kind of things, when the right time will come during the coding process, when you start learning coding, you will come to know, nothing to worry. Next. Now we are going to take a scenario where we are going to see the major version of this activity. I will be asking you questions, and from that, you try to give the answer. Every second, 5 10 every question 5 10 seconds, because in the office meeting, in the job, you have to give quick solutions. You cannot take too much time, and you have to solve the problem immediately. Okay, so here, now look at this and tell me the answer. Okay, almost everyone done good. It was first question, so I have given some time to you. Please note that here, if you see, as we are giving the facility of modify all, and that's why Tom can see edit data of Harry, Larry, Jerry also. And please note this, try this scenario. Okay. Please note, what if I all know that in this case, Tom can edit data of only Harry and Tom can edit data of Harry, Larry, Jerry, both invalid. Tom can only edit his own data because he is not getting modify all facility. Only his own data. That's it. Because modify all is no. Now, guys, with this knowledge, let me tell you what kind of sequence we generally follow in our Salesforce project. Means in your job, what kind of process you are going to follow, we are going to discuss about this. Any kind of upcoming job you are going to do, in that, forget about the sequence that we followed during the learning process. What I'm going to tell you now, follow that. So, the sequence to follow in the real time project, let's proceed. The first step that we have done in the demo session, first step always we start with application objects and field that we have done. Next, then we make OWD of that object equal to private. If you remember, please note that here in this case 99% of the time you are going to see the things are private. 99% of the project. Okay? Remember. Next, then we go for profile. Whatever client will tell, we have 10 departments, we have 20 departments, we have 50 departments. As per that, simple. Next, now, next step is CRED. Go for CRED access. Create, read, edit, delete kind of thing. That access. And generally, we don't worry about the CRED. There is no risk on that. Even if you give CRED to everyone in the company, what is the problem? Because they are going to work on their own records only. They are going to work on their own records only. That's it. What is the problem? So, please note, this way we need to give CRED to everyone. The first four check boxes. Okay, it's like a fundamental rights. So there is nothing to worry about that. It's like a fundamental rights, and there is nothing to worry about that. But the next options, like view all, modify all, we do carefully. Okay, so please note, generally in the profile, the first four check boxes, whatever we have seen, there is no confusion. We can give that easily to anyone, whoever is using that object, plus whatever application they are using, whatever object they are using, no problem. You can easily give them necessary permission. No issues. Only for view all, modify all, you have to be careful. Login IP, what application, what profile they want to use, no problem. Then what about view all and modify all? Okay, view all, modify all, you need to give only by taking permission from your senior. Ask your senior, can we proceed? Can we give this department view all, modify all? And then we need to proceed for view all, modify all. So this is the sequence you need to follow in the job. And sometimes you will see some situations where the result in your project, the security in your project, you cannot do by profile. Then in this case, you will go to other facilities like permission set or sharing rule or manual sharing, etc. etc. Anyways, that we are going to see in upcoming session. So this is the sequence we need to follow. Repeating again, first application object, all these kind of things, then make OWD 99% private. Always exception your manager tell you. You don't need to worry. Exception your manager will tell you when to do exception. Then give the profile to all the users or create the profiles for all the department. Basic access compulsory. View all, modify all only when manager is giving permission. Simple. That's it. And then finally, you create the user Ajay, Vijay, Sujay, etc. and then add them to the profile. Because if there is no profile, then how you can add? Without profile, how you can add? So first make the profile. First profile must be ready. Okay, that's it. Then they will get email from Salesforce. Then they need to set the password and all, and that's it. They can log in. In some cases, in your office, they will say, "I'm not able to get email" or something like that. You can tell, "Sir, check in the spam folder or junk folder." This is also something you need to keep in the mind. Next. So this is how project in the office work. And then in future they may say, okay, we need to add one more department. Okay, do it. We need to remove this person to this department. Okay, do it. We need to change this setting to this department. Do it, etc. So this kind of thing you will be keep on doing entire year. And that's what I told you before few days. In the office, you are going to spend lots of time in the internal security, not that much for external security. Now, guys, whenever you get time, you need to work on this and this and this and this and number 5. That's it. And now, guys, let's talk about the moral between OWD versus profile, which is more important. If someone is going to ask you this in the interview, say there is no fixed answer because sometimes OWD, sometimes profile, depends on situation. And listen one story before we see this answer. Before we see, listen this story. Imagine there is a family with lots of people in the family, but in that family, only two people are earning people, father and let's say maybe you, for example. Remaining all the people are non-earning earning kids, retired maybe, housewife maybe, etc. So the rule in your family is if there is a decision to take for some expenses, we need to buy this, we need to pay for this. If father is available, then in the home, father is available, ask to father, and that's it. You are going to say nothing. In fact, your words will be having no values. Nothing to say. Simple. Father will decide. And suppose father is traveling or went outside, not right now available for taking decision, then yes, then whatever you are going to say, that will be final. This way, the work expenses in your house is going on. That's it. Story is over. Now, if you understand the story, then it's going to be quite easy for you to understand what is the importance or what is more important, OWD or profile. So let's see. Now, guys, in this story, remember what is the situation? We have seen father available, listen to father. Father not available, listen to you. That's it. So in Salesforce, father is profile. In that profile also view all, modify all. And you, OWD. You means OWD. Now let's combine both the knowledge. And remember, when we have profile level, view all, modify all, access given, means father is available. Remember, father means profile, and in that also specifically view all, modify all. Okay. So when we have profile, view all, modify all, access means father is available. Then no need to listen OWD. Just neglect whatever OWD is saying. And if view all, modify all is not available, then check with OWD. At that time, we can't neglect OWD. That's it, okay? So now let's start the short mock interview. 5 seconds per question. Please note here imagine CRED is given for everyone. It's a fundamental rights. So as I told you, almost everyone will be given this CRED. So nothing to worry about CRED, nothing to even think about CRED. It's a by default thing. So assume it's given to everyone. And now let's talk about scenario 1. Tell me the answer. Very good. Please note, I will explain you only this question. So if you see, view all, modify all, yes, father is available. So if Tom wants to see, then this part is required. Father is available, yes, father is available. Leave son, ask father what to do, father is saying yes, that's it, full stop. Answer is yes. No matter it's saying private, don't give value to son, father is available. Now this is tricky, try this. Good. Please note, what we need, Tom can see. To see, we need only this much. View all. Father is available to talk about that? Yeah. Yes. Answer is yes. We need to speak with OWD? No. Like this. So first is we need to speak with OWD? No. Father is available. Answer is yes. For edit, father is available? No. Then see what OWD is saying and say, no, 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 you cannot edit record of Shekhar. This way you have to solve. If you want father to answer something about C, then view all, edit, then modify all. By the way, in the interview, they will use sometimes view all, modify all, because these are the old names, old names. And please note, sometimes they will be using the view all record, modify all record. These are the new names. For example, here, if you see, I have mentioned view all record, modify all record, new names. And as for this scenario of second, father is not available, modify all record. Then you have to simply depend on son. By the way, no answer needed from my end. One answer is enough. You are not here to get solutions directly from my side. So try by your own, think by your own, and solve by your own. What about this? No explanation will be given from my side. As I said it before sometime. Look at this. What I said in the question number one, I will explain only this question. The student who is asking to explain, look what I said. I will only explain this question. Remaining your responsibility. Even though I can explain, I will not explain. When you will become strong and dependent by your own. So no explanation from my side. Check everything carefully. This part, this part, this part, this part, and then take a decision. Fine. So Tom can say record of Shekhar without giving explanation. Let me tell you direct answer. Tom can see, answer is no. Tom can edit, answer is no. That's it. This way, with this pattern, you guys can successfully handle such situations in job. Such many job related tricks and tips and counseling we will give you in future, even after your course completion. Those counseling are very important. Those counselings are very important for you. Why? Please note, see, you need to understand this very important thing. Why that counseling is very important. First of all, remember our role in this program, bridge between you and hiring company. Hiring company means TCS, Infosys, etc. So how this counseling works? Whatever your issues, drawbacks, or problem, whatever issues, drawbacks, or problems you are facing, we will get the expert advice from the Salesforce job market, and we will inform you about this. Means from HRs and managers from hiring companies. And we will inform you what they said. Okay. Hiring company means this. Hiring companies means this. You listen to those experts, get the results. You miss to listen, or if you don't listen, you follow your own mind, you follow your relatives or some limited knowledge, let's say friends. Please note, then no result. Simple. So this is our role in this program along with teaching till you get the job. So simple process. That's why this counseling is very important. Next. Now guys, just we saw the example of this father and son now and only two earning people, etc. So now I want to know all those people in the session type yes if you are the earning person in the family. If you are the earning person in the family, you are right now earning, type yes. Okay. Now please note that if you are earning person, then let me tell you that as a part of responsibility, ensure that you have taken some kind of term insurance. As you know, the importance of term insurance nowadays, when you see in social media, someone is getting heart attack in gym, someone is walking on the road and getting died, and so on. So if you're a earning person, then do give some kind of extra care for your family by this term insurance. Take from any company, that's your wish, but do take. It's very important nowadays. And especially, please note if you're in India, then you should take minimum 1 crore of term insurance. If anything happens to you, then family will get 1 crore. Ideally, you should take 2 crore, but if you can't afford, if you're just started earning the money, you can't even afford 10,000 per year, 10,000 rupees approximately per year, yeah, then go for 1 crore. But if you can afford 10, 15,000 rupees per year, I'm saying per year, then definitely go for minimum 2 crores so that your family will be safe and secure, even anything happens to us. Okay, let's move ahead. And now let me talk about the interview question of IBM, TCS, Dell. How many people we can add? How many profile we can add for one person? Only one profile. One person, one profile. Have you ever seen any employee in the company, employee Ajay, who is in HR department also, marketing department also? No. One person, one department. Similarly, in Salesforce also, one person, one profile. Can we create profile from scratch? Guys, you already saw that yesterday. We cannot create profile from scratch. You cannot create profile from scratch. Please note that in this case, in this case, please note you have to copy, okay? Say we can clone, we cannot create from scratch. There is a way to create, but your manager will not allow that. It's very time taking. They will only tell you to copy. That's it. Next question is a Samsung interview question. They ask, what is the connection between profile and license? Or I will say profile license and user license. Let me correct like this: profile and user license. So guys, very simple. Every user has user license. Every profile has profile license. If user license, profile license not matching, you cannot add that person to the profile. Simple. Okay, that's it. Can you skip license for the user? No, compulsory. Can we skip role for the user? Yes, we can. No problem. Optional. Can we skip profile for the user? No, profile is compulsory. Profile is compulsory. Next. Can we have more than one role, more than one license, more than one profile for user? Guess. Answer is same for everything. Can we have more than one profile or one license or one you can say role for a user? More than one. Very simple, guys. Answer is no. No, no, not possible. Good. Good. So only one max, one role max, one profile max, one license max. That's it. Next question is they ask interview question of Infosys. What is CRED or CRUD access? See, sometimes they call create, read, edit, delete. Sometimes they call create, read, update, delete. Both are same. Synonyms. Synonyms, guys. Next. So you can say it's a basic level access we can give to the department by which they can create, read, edit, delete records in Salesforce. That's it. Basic level permission. Then they will ask you, okay, then what is data administration setting? Data administration. Please know, guys, data administration setting is that setting. It is that setting by which we can allow the person to access other person's data, other user's data. So that is something is the benefit. And after this, so this is something in data administration. We have view all, modify all these kind of things come in data administration. Then they will ask what is the difference between view all and modify all records. What is the difference between view all, modify all? See this one. I'm talking about this one. Edit. See, let me edit. This one. This one. View all, modify all. This one. Tell me what is the difference? Yes. View all will allow you to see data of other people. Modify all will allow you to see work, delete, edit of other people, data of other people. By the way, one more thing before I proceed for. By the way, some student appreciate or appreciating the extra information that actually Salesforce is giving. You can see this one. Yeah, that's a useful feature in Salesforce. Please note, whenever actually you are working on a project, whenever you can see I, take this mouse pointer, read it, and get your knowledge. Okay. Okay, now it's time to talk about IBM and Infosys interview question. What is difference between view all record and view all data? Now see, I will show you practically first of all. View all record, you know what is view all record. Now let me control F. View all data. If I click on this, wait. See, view all record, you know what is the meaning of view all record. Okay, view all record, you know what is the meaning of view all record. Or I'll do one thing. I'll just go back, cancel, and again I will start from the beginning. So edit the profile and see. View all record. This one, you know what is view all record, right? To see the data and all what we are done. Okay, now view all data. This one, what is difference between that and this? If I click on this, if I scroll down, look at this, what's happening. Look at this, what's happening. Okay, now understand this and tell me the answer. What is difference? Tell me. Yep. Please note, if you observe, just because I selected view all data, it is done with the selection of all the objects. So remember, view all record will only speak about single object, but view all data that we have selected, it actually going to allow us to see data of all the objects. That is the difference. View all record single object, view all record single object. But if I select view all data, then because of the checkbox, it is going to select the checkbox of all the objects like this. Look at this. Look at this. So in the interview, you have to say, if you want to see single object data, view all. If you want to see all the objects data, then view all data, and that's it. And one final point before we close the session, those people, like we have seen the example of father and son. So those people who have retired father and now he's not earning, please type yes. Father is retired, not earning. Okay, so let me tell you one technique which help our previous batch student also. It can help you also. First of all, obviously, if he is not earning, then you might be or you must be doing the expenses. But right now might be the situation is when you are asking, when he's asking the money, then you are paying the money. So instead of that, you can do one small thing. As that person was self-dependent for 30, 40, 50 years as per his age. He never asked anyone money. He was self-dependent. For now, asking money for small, small thing may not make him comfortable. So for his easiness, what he can do, if you understand, let's say monthly 5,000, 10,000, whatever amount he is taking from you. So keep a box in your house, let's say, and before he asks the money, put the money in advance, or maybe in his bank account you can transfer whatever amount he's taking, 5, 10,000, whatever, 50,000 per month, so that that difficult situation for him to ask you the money, to approach you for the money can be avoided. And this will be a big help for that person who was self-dependent for 30, 40, 50 years. So follow this, try this, it will give very good results for your father. Next, let's meet tomorrow.